Well. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, all to you, and happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Today is May 9th. Wow. Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. And, folks, if you haven't got it on your radar and gotten things all for what's going on for Mother's Day, you're running out of time. You got to get it going. So we appreciate you for being a support for us here at Planet One Radio. Greg Angelo here with you. Today is a beautiful day. Last night, though, was kind of crazy. We had some heavy storms moving into the Charlotte area right around 9 o'clock, and the thunder and lightning was going on till probably about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and my pooches were freaking out, and I didn't get much sleep. So I have recorded this a little bit earlier than the time that you're watching this now. If you are watching it, we do appreciate you. So one, I do want to apologize because I did indicate that we are going to be doing our first recording on Planet One, and we had some issues, not really bad issues, but John in Canada wanted to get some his technology stuff working, and so he ended up getting some new stuff, and we basically walked through what some of the stuff is going to look like, whether or not it's going to be on Zoom or we're going to recording it straight through a board, the one that I have. So he wanted to make sure that he was all set and go and all of that. So these things happen. He wants to do it right. I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. I'm not going to charge you no tariff fee to doing the podcast and the radio stuff with me. It's all good, even though you're my brother from Canada. So all that is working out in the mechanics. And the other issue is, as I mentioned on the last one that we discussed, is that I'm researching some different platforms to host the Planet One Radio. And so there are two right now. So the first one that we're looking at is called radio.co. I do like this platform. It allows you to upload as many different recordings, MP3s, and all of that during the month. And they have a great different plans. And the one that I like has one that you can they have a concurrence audience listeners of about 500,000. So I really like that. So we're going to be looking at that one. They do pay the licensing on the music, which is the barrier that we have to get over, other than doing it up in a radio station up at WPON. I mean, that is fine, but that's also a little bit different because there has to be someone at that time to run the board for us, and they're charging us a fee every time that we do one. So if we're going to be doing one like once a week, so, but I get it. We are still going to be working with Mark Anthony up there on some things, but I need a better platform to have Planet One Radio on. So radio.co is the one that I'm looking at, and the other one that I've been researching on, and some of you may be aware of it. It's called Patreon. So Patreon is a platform where people they call themselves creators, and they go on and they create their own page, their own format. And Patreon has a radio music way that you can do it. Now, they have a little bit different process about the licensing or copyright music, but we are working that out with them, so that is all good. And I really do like that format because you can have different tiers. And so we're going to have the Planet One Radio on Patreon, and we have different tiers. And the first one, obviously, anyone can join it for free, but we're going to have a few more tiers. One, we're going to call it the School of Broadcasting. So those of you who are in the first tier, maybe you're going to be just still in school. We're going to give you a little bit of the snippets of what we do, some of the small amount of stuff, and then we're going to move you into graduation. You're going to be in graduate broadcasting school, and you'll have another tier, and then we're going to get you out and into the full-blown world of broadcasting, and we'll give you all the stuff. John and I were talking about, as I mentioned before, on the Planet One Radio t-shirts. That would be kind of cool. So we'll have that possibly in a tier. And if you're in that tier, obviously, the tier price is going to be very nominal. I've seen some that, some charging 150, 200. I don't know what they're all charging for that kind of content. If it's, podcasting and what it is, but we're not here to, to soak anybody. So are the few things that I am working on and getting those all out to you. So we appreciate your patience and all of that. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to be doing with John from a podcast point of view. We were talking the other night, and we were talking about health, right? Health is very important. Believe it or not, folks, in about 2 months or so, right around 2 months at the end of July, I'm going to be clicking on the 6-3 number. Yes, I know it's true. So we basically talk about what we do from a health perspective, especially for me, what I have been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. Even though that I've always been sort of health conscious. Sometimes you can get away from it, and I just can tell you that when we got Isaac, things kind of changed. Those of you who have children and whatever they don't eat on their plate, you don't want to throw it away. You may just want to dig into it, and then next thing you know, that the scale numbers are going up and up and up. So about 4 years ago, I started working on getting that scale number way down. And I'm going to talk to you about some of the health benefits that I have been experiencing with some of the food that I've been putting into my body that has been a great benefit, especially as we get older, right? Very important. A lot of things change. I've been noticing a little bit of change as I get into my older years. I don't really feel it. So that's really important. It's about what you put in and the experience that you have and what it looks like from the external point of view. So I'll give you a little bit of tidbit right now of something that you may want to try, put into your diet if you don't already do it, especially if you're 50 or older. If you're watching this, folks, you got to get yourself some blueberries. Blueberries, high oxidants, high benefit to you. And so I eat those all the time. To me, that is my candy. I had to get off the processed sugar, get off the candy, get off the junk, and you'd be surprised if you just put natural fruit into your diet, especially like blueberries. There's a lot of other ones that you can have as well, but there was a optometrist that I know that's down here in Charlotte, and we were talking, and he basically says that as we get older, especially in our 60s, blueberries have a great effect on our eyesight and as well. So even though I'm wearing these glasses, it might just be a little bit more for aesthetics. I can see pretty well, but I do wear these for little tiny print, but it is what it is. All right, so that is that other aspect right there. So what else is going on? I think that's pretty much it. We're going to be doing this stuff. I'm hopefully going to be able to get something out to you with John if we can do it this weekend. My schedule is a little bit tight. I think is more free on the weekend, so that's what we're working on. Now, if you want to come into the show, if you're looking to be a guest on the show, if you're looking to possibly be a sponsor on Planet One Radio, I'm all for it, right? I did discuss that we're going to have, some plugs, name dropping for other business people, mortgage people, real estate people. You could be a physician. You could have something that you are developing right now and you want to have it out there. So I think that's really cool because I'm going to have more than one platform of exposure, right? If we get into the radio.co and then we get into Patreon, then that'll have a wide range of exposure, and also from time to time on WPON up in Detroit, up in the Detroit market. I do have a bigger goal. All right, so I'm going to share a little bit of that with you because those of us who are looking at getting beyond the small steps into something bigger, in the mindset and motivation of that, I do have another step, larger step. To me, this is just a platform of getting to where I want to go. And my vision is really to have my own Planet One Radio on XM Sirius Radio. That's what I want to do. I have been thinking about it for quite a while. So even though the podcasting in this, I'm looking forward to an opportunity for that to happen. Now they do allow you. XM does allow you to put your demos up there, and they can look at it and see what happens. I think it's going to be unique. I really do, because once we get the ball rolling and we have consistency with the back and forth, the banter that John and I do, and along with the music, that would be great. I think it's going to go really, really well. That's all I got for you today. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you, everyone coming in and checking us out. Again, as I mentioned before, that if you are looking to get into a property, doesn't really matter where you are. I'm connected very well with a lot of brokers, real estate brokers, not only down here in the Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina area, but also up in Michigan and other states as well, especially also in Florida. You can reach out to me directly, and I can actually move you into someone who can help you in all of that. So you can reach me directly if you want to become a sponsor, want to talk about getting your name mentioned on the show. You need help in finding out what is the best process to get into a mortgage, real estate, all of that. You can reach out to me. My direct number is 704-277-1898. You can Google my number and you'll see me. All right, it's that simple. So that's all I got for you. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Oh, there is something that I do want to share with you. We're going to see if we're going to be able to do it. If it's going